Ya yo, everyone. That is the voice of your fellow Yonko, DrJaceAttorney, bringing court back into session with some Proud Family, louder and prouder. That's right, folks. We're back with the Proud Family for a third helping with season 3. And we got a lot to say. It's a brand new 9 episodes, and it's been some time since we last heard from the Proud Family. I believe it was like 2023. I think it was February of 2023. So it's been a little over 2 years since we last saw Oscar Proud, the Proud Family, Sugar Mama, Dijonay, La Cienega, and just, the entire
Penny,
Proud Family.
Penny.
Penny, oh, yeah, wow. Yeah, everyone loves Penny. Everyone loves Penny, bro. Wow. Just wow. But I'm not alone in this endeavor. I'm sure you heard his voice earlier. With me, as always, is fellow Yonko, Grandmaster Hoop. Grandmaster, are you staying in season 3 of the Proud Family, Louder and Prouder? Did it leave you ecstatic? Was it worth the wait?
Listen, I'm gonna say this.
Look here.
I will always stand the Proud Family. I will always have love for the Proud Family. It does not matter overall how I feel about a season, and because I will get into kind of my thoughts on what I think uh, denotes a season. But either way, we critique what we love. I love the Proud Family. I watched all 9.
Mm.
Goodness, I can't believe it was 2 years since season 2. That's kind of crazy. And I critique what I love. So I'm here to say what this newest season did right, what was funny, what was compelling, what hit emotionally, and what it didn't do well. I'm not afraid to say what it didn't do well. I mean, we've been covering the show since its inception. I think we've been very fair with the show. You're going to get the same energy tonight. So, yes.
I see. We're not alone in this endeavor. Controversial hot taker, Jet Black Toasty, bringing the Proud Family house crashing in from the ceiling. Toasty, how's it going? I know you're an Oscar Proud stan. I know you must have loved this season.
Yes, honestly, for me, I always said it before. Any episode with Oscar is the best episode. That's all it is. I enjoyed the season. It did what it needed to be. And I mean, I'm waiting to see what your opinions are about, really.
I'm sure we're across the board here. It's always nice to see another season of the Proud Family. I feel like I know there's some episodes are they swing for the fences with those emotional bits, and other ones, they also try to do the same thing, and sometimes it's a little bit of a miss, but not in a huge way. Grandmaster, this is your ball. Come on, lead us in.
Yeah, no, that's all right. I'll take it from here. So, I mean, yes, it's been 2 years since season 2 of the Proud Family. Louder and Prouder debuted 2022. It is the spinoff of the original Disney Channel series that aired on Disney Channel. And we're 3 seasons in. We got 9 episodes here. So I guess overall we kind of already shared that, we enjoyed the season. I never not enjoyed the Proud Family. I want to get that straight. Like, I never not enjoy it. I said it earlier. There are some things they do really well. There's some things they don't. So I think from here we're just gonna kind of I think we're good to just take it episode by episode. I was listening to our previous podcast on season 2. And that's basically what we did. We didn't go too crazy in depth with each episode, but we talked about what worked, what we didn't, what we liked, and if we talked about one episode more than the other, that's a testament to what it did really well or what it didn't. So, 2 years since season 2, and we kick off with a 2-parter. We get, and this is funny. I thought about it. I was like, does every animated show have a spy centric episode, a spy themed episode?
That's a good point. Yeah, they do.
Right. I was thinking about it, And I was like, okay, this is the Proud Family's spy adventure. And it's not my favorite of the season. It's not my
Did you feel
favorite.
like it was too zany? Like too like it felt like one of those those direct TV specials that was like a movie basically.
Okay, okay. So
With how
immediately
grandiose it is, like they gotta find a cure and they gotta like battle like evil. I felt like I was watching a sequel to the Peanut movie, the from way back then, the Proud Family. I'm like, why is it like world-ending stakes for the Proud Family?
Honestly, that should have been a season finale in terms of like how big it was. That should have been
Okay.
yeah, because that would have been an interesting way to end the season finale. But before we continue, do we know why it took 2 years for this season to come out?
well,
Because
here's
personally,
my
I felt like it came out of nowhere. Because I remember texting Dr. Jace about it, like, yo, there's a new season. I had not noticed. Because to be fair, I don't watch as much TV as I used to. But I feel like it came out of nowhere after a long time. So
I'll say this, and this is kind of what I've seen with a lot of series as of late. I think the initial order, when Louder and Prouder was announced, they went ahead and produced 20 episodes. That was the first 2 seasons, and they just kind of cut it down the middle, you know, to
okay,
give
yeah,
it kind of that longevity.
yeah.
I think the same thing happened here. Obviously, this season ends on another cliffhanger, so clearly that's going to be picked up in the next season, and I imagine it's not going to be a 2 year gap between seasons.
So you think
So
they did 20? I mean, this summer was 9 episodes. So you think first summer was 20 episodes. This time it's probably going to be 18 episodes, right?
yeah, something like that. But
Is that a good
for the
sign?
order, they're just going to cut it down the
But is
middle.
that a good sign? The fact that they cut one of the episodes out. What do you think about that?
Well, I mean, with season two, I mean, sorry, season one did the same thing where it ended on a cliffhanger.
Oh no, I'm talking
Uh,
about the amount of episodes. Because usually when a show has decreased amount of episodes, that usually means that the network is unwilling to give them as big of a budget or as much of as a leeway. So what do you think? Are they going for is it possible that the next season is the final season of the Louder and Prouder Proud families?
That's a good question.
think it's I think it's too soon to say. I will say this. I think a lot of things are going behind the scenes at Disney Plus. Kind of a I don't know, maybe a revamping, a reordering. I know
About
with
goddamn time with the trash they've been coming out with lately.
yeah, I was gonna say I think Disney Plus needs probably a overhaul,
Yeah.
for sure.
I thought you were against
Especially
that.
no. I've
No,
always
no, no.
said Disney Plus has its issues.
He's fine with Disney Plus. He does not want that to happen with Marvel,
Oh, I
not the
apologize.
MCU.
My fault. My
No,
fault.
Disney Plus is part of the pressuring that happened at Marvel. I think overall, Disney Plus, Disney Plus is problematic. Half their original series are not able to be watched right now.
Where's
so.
Phil of the Future?
Oh, that was a good show.
Where's the
Yeah.
Willow Show? Where's the Willow Show? That has
Never
one
heard of
season.
that.
We don't need
and then
that one.
They said nobody can rewatch it. Where's the Artemis Fowl movie? like.
Oh wow, yeah, that one got taken off too. That was an
Artemis
original
Fowl?
on Disney Plus, right?
That is what I am saying. I think Disney Plus needs an overhaul, and with Hulu too, because they're trying to do this thing where they're trying to fuse the two and make one streaming platform.
Yeah.
Just to let you know, I never heard of Artemis Fowl, but it had a 2.2 rating. So
It was
I think a
still,
value was lost.
I think it's the fact of the matter that they're trying to bury their duds.
Yeah.
Mm.
Which sucks.
It's weird. I'll say that much. Even Netflix, I don't think buries their worst stuff.
No, they do.
Either way, I don't think we don't know what the next episode count because it could be 11. So they
Okay.
just
It
kind of
could.
split it here. So only time will tell. But I do, to what you were saying, I think this could have been a finale. But the zaniness wasn't my issue. I like this. I think the best part is the Betty Davis bit played by Sanaa Lathan.
Mm.
Her agent bit, I thought she was cool. it did start to lose me when the boy is Benjamin Button. I mean, I laugh at it now, thinking about how
That's
ridiculous
all
it
they
is.
needed.
Who was played by Mr. Terrific, Eddie Gathegi,
Oh,
from Superman. That was
okay.
him. This felt like a special. They had a bunch of special guest stars. They had Janelle James from Abbott Elementary, Ava, the principal from
You know
Abbott.
what's crazy? That's one of the things I'm always bad at. I'm unable to put voices sometimes to people, so I don't recognize voices. But now you're saying, I'm like, oh snap! It did remind me a little bit, but because I couldn't see them, it was hard to put a face to the voice, which is interesting.
Hmm.
And there's plenty of voice special guest stars throughout this season. So I'll point them out through the pod. But I think my biggest issue though with the episode, for as kind of crazy and zany as it was, I wish the ensemble was here. I wish everybody was here.
Oh,
Like
like the whole family?
the family or the friends. I thought it
Mm.
was weird to just have Trudy, Oscar, Penny, and Dejanay as the main quadrant
No one wants
in
BB and
this.
Cece.
Did you feel that was missing? I felt that was missing. I was like, this how fun it would have been to be globetrotting all around with the crew, and we only got these four. We don't even know why they're on this trip together.
So
I
wait, would you have prefer if like this was the team for the entire season, or you just wanted like a couple episodes of those? Because I feel like they could have built an entire season off of that, like the same way they did with season one, I believe, when they went to the ranch.
Oh, I mean, the branch was fine because it was the whole family unit.
Yeah,
So
but
I
they could
either
have
need
done that.
I probably need the family unit or I need the friend unit.
No, that's what I'm
I
saying.
think.
Imagine if they had the entire crew, the entire cast, like like the movies where all the cast are there, like, and that was the plot of the entire season, like a
oh,
spy team
okay.
season.
He
That
means
would make
Oh,
sense.
like the Peanut movie where it was all of them, the friends,
Yeah,
all members of the family.
exactly.
Um, would you have preferred
oh.
that here for the spy globetrotting
I
adventure?
mean, if you
Yeah, it
can
would
make
have
it
been an entire
work,
season.
if you can make it work, I think when
Mm.
I prefer when if you have an ensemble to utilize your ensemble because uh I just it just would have been really fun to see some of these characters in these settings to see how they would have interacted too with kind of this adventure because I don't know the next time we will get a spy adventure you know in this universe.
It's
So
a
it's
one and
like
done.
say
It's
what?
it's one and done. I don't think they're gonna do it again.
I
Because
mean,
if
they
they,
could because Talia Rogue, played by Gabrielle Union, this is her like second appearance, and she has another one in this season. So it could
Hmm,
happen again. I would like to happen again, but I want to see it with the ensemble though. That's probably
yeah,
my biggest critique is that I just thought it would have been really fun with everybody else. I get it; it might have been too crowded. Um, I would have still preferred that. That's probably my biggest. It was still enjoyable. You could have fun. I guess my only other big critique was: were you emotionally invested in the Benjamin Button dude?
No, no. Who is this guy? I don't know. For me, the spy trotting, the spy globe trotting adventure, it was almost it was almost kind of too out there for me. When it comes to what I expect from the Proud Family. Not to say they don't have zany adventures like this, but this felt like one of those TV specials, like the Peanut movie, where it's like they up the stakes. This is the moment for the Proud Family where they save the world, and I don't, I don't
okay.
know. For me, I didn't think it was bad. I didn't think it was just okay. It's just not my preferred outing for when I watch the Proud Family. I like the more grounded episodes with some zaniness, like Al Roker thrown in there, or the Steve Harvey credit card. I like those episodes, but when you blow it up into Mission Impossible and we're traveling the world, that's where I don't know. it kind of gets lost in the sauce for me. It wasn't a bad episode, or a bad set of episodes, just not my preferred outing for when I watch The Proud Family.
Here's my theory. Maybe that was supposed to be a special to end the show, but maybe the executive ended up liking the episode and they extended it to 9. That's possible. That would explain why they did a 2-piece special type of episode like this at the beginning of the season, which is kind of weird. Usually that doesn't happen. Those type of episodes are usually reserved either for the middle of the season for whatever reason or the end, never really the beginning. In my personal opinion, anyway, from what I've seen.
I'm fine with its. I guess overall, I'm fine with its placement. But yeah, I guess it is just a matter of preference at this point. If you prefer the more zany, because there's definitely no like. I don't think there's really a lesson to learn from here.
We gotta find the cure. We gotta find the plant.
We gotta stop the gag, the guild of. Oh God, I forgot the acronym. But that's
okay. Some bits in here were funny.
Some bits, there are funny bits in here. Yeah. Also, they're doing cool stuff with the animation. The car chase scene I thought was pretty well animated for Proud Family, and that bit where they went into the virtual cafe. I thought that was interesting to look at visually.
No, but that's something that I feel like has existed since I guess the season 1 of Louder and Prouder. The animation in this show, regardless if you like the story or not, is always movie cartoon quality.
Yeah,
it's pretty clean.
Yeah, one of the things you notice in a lot of shows is that they get lazy with lighting, for example, and you can see it in DrJace's background. There is the sun. I can see that the sun is on the right side of the character, and it's reflecting under. I guess for us, is their left cheek or whatever you get it. The sun is appearing on the right side of their cheek on the picture that we're looking. That's not something they usually see in TV shows. That's something they usually reserve for the movies that they make about TV shows.
Yeah.
Animation for every episode is movie quality, which you have to give them credit for.
It's really
not surprised.
Yeah, it's really good art direction, good animation. And it's funny because I was having a conversation with Hoop before this episode. I think it was yesterday about
God, you talking about how far we've come.
How far we've come. Toasty, I don't know if you remember the animation quality from the original series where it was a roller coaster. It was a roller coaster.
No, to be fair,
but
see it sometime.
Oh, what?
This season, when you look at the houses in the background, I felt like the character are animated way better than the background scene. And the background scene, I'm guessing they're doing homage to the older show. It kind of has that old cartoony background. I'm not sure if you guys noticed that.
Well, the background is definitely like water paint type.
Yeah, that's the
right.
Thing. Like
it's like
not simplistic. As clear as the
rest. Yeah,
which I like also.
Yeah,
because it makes the character pop.
It makes them
for
pop.
sure.
Yeah.
For sure, it's definitely fine. And funny enough, we did talk about Calvin, the executive producer from the original series, about that animation quality and from back in the day with the original. And it's just funny to go back. It was funny to go back and like watch that stuff. I don't know. We were watching what episodes were we watching?
It was Romeo Must Wed, where they do the Romeo and Juliet, and it's season 1, and between episodes you can tell where the money went, and the money was not in that episode. Like I said to Dr. Jace, they low key about to start moving like South Park. if they
cardboard.
Oh my god. They were gonna have the mouse moving like the Canadians in South Park. That would have lost. I would have lost it.
At some point, yeah, I felt like it would have switched over to that. It's just to your point, the animation quality in Louder and Prouder, yes, it's significantly higher than most other animated series or even some films. So it's really good. It's really good. Consistent.
Yeah, no, for sure. And so yeah, we kick off with this zaniness, but then if y'all want the grounded, these next 2 episodes are probably like, I feel this is why I come to Proud Family. I like having conversations about how they portray some of these topics and whatnot. So the third episode
Mm-hmm.
is the shade of it all with Dejanay going out
Mm.
for Trudy's sorority. They're throwing that pageant, and it would what you call it filter her into that sorority by the time she goes to college. And Trudy's in it. Her little soror's in it, played by Lynn Whitfield.
Who's that?
You might remember her. She's the mom from Cheetah Girls. She's Raven's mom in Cheetah Girls.
I love that
Um,
movie.
I know you.
I'm sure you do, Toasty. I'm sure you do.
um, I mean, to name other few noticeable roles, I know she's in some Tyler Perry's. I think she's in The Family That Prays. God, what else? Oh no, she's not in. I mean, those are the two that come to mind for me when I hear her name. But either way, the topic of the brown paper bag test and the colorism within sororities and fraternities and within the Black community altogether, the elitism that went on and low-key still goes on, and I'm sure in some places, I'm sure it's not been wiped clean, but I like this episode for trying to tackle such a subject because I did not see that coming. I more or less just thought maybe it was probably going to be about just sorority life in general, like especially within like the D9 sororities and whatnot. But no, man, they hit you with uh, look at Dejanay, look at everybody else who got it. Oh, they all light skinned. And Dejanay has always been a dark skinned sister, like always has.
Yeah.
There's always been a thing. Unapologetic about it too. Like, what has she got to be sorry for? And I don't know. I just didn't see this coming. It kind of caught me off guard. I'm curious to what y'all thought when you realized we're going this route. We're tackling this subject.
You didn't see the Proud Family tackling this particular subject, or
I mean, I guess when the episode starts, I'm like I don't see I'm not here trying to predict what's gonna happen. I'm just taking it all in.
Oh, okay.
So now that it's in your face that this is what it is, what was your reaction?
I'm not surprised. I feel like it's something they would have done. They did something similar last season also with I believe he was a rapper or an artist, and he was a black guy or black kid.
Oh my God, we
And he
had
only
on
dated
that episode.
Yeah, he only dated white girls, for example, and that's why he was wanting to date Trudy.
Well,
No,
he wanted to date
Zoe.
Zoe.
Zoe,
Right.
yeah, Zoe.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Zoe. So I feel like it's okay. It's something I guess we come to expect from the Proud Family, especially because for me, the older shows, when I used to watch them, I don't really remember them as well as you guys, just because of language barrier back then. But at least with this show, at least of the 3 seasons that I've seen, um, they do tackle a lot of social um issues that you might have or that happen among Black communities. So that's something I'm not really surprised about. I feel like it's
not that they not that I don't think they won't or that they don't.
You thought
tackle
that
such
this was going to
issues.
be the topic, like, of this episode. That's what you were surprised on.
Okay.
Yeah,
Not
like going in, I was like, oh, okay, here we go.
Yeah.
I welcome it. Not that, that they don't. But it's funny that you bring up that episode because we're pretty indifferent about how they actually, a good topic to have, a conversation to have. And we thought they kind of mishandled that episode to where I would say in this episode, I think they handled it a lot better.
Yeah.
I mean, they better. Like, they have to learn with the years. They're working on multiple episodes. If they made a mistake in the past, I'm assuming they heard criticism. So that shows that they're improving, which is a good thing, at least based on what we have seen, at least based on our opinion, at least. I'm not sure how other people feel about it.
Yeah. I mean, this episode was probably because I'm trying to remember what episode 4 was. It was before the gaming one. But I think episode 3 is probably the best written episode in the season. I don't know if I would rank it among my favorite episodes in Proud Family in general, and it goes back to the comparison I always attribute to season 1's fatherhood episode. That's the one with Oscar. Oscar, he learns that KG and Maya's parents are gay. They're 2 dads, and he learns to stop being a bigot. I love that episode as much as I do because I already love Oscar as a character. So when you give a character that I like screen time and a chance to like better himself, and he learns from that mistake, I like that. And then that episode gets elevated for me. DrJace, I like the episode itself and how it's written and the lesson that it teaches. I don't like DrJace.
Oh God, you need to let it go.
I don't like DrJace. And listen, people in the chat are already calling it out. David called it out earlier. Are Penny's friends still mean and bully her? Yes. Okay. Yes, they do.
Let me go with my controversial take.
But hold on. But what I'm saying is with DrJace, she's already a problematic character for me because she mistreats Penny all the time with some pockets of like, oh, okay, they're good friends. They're okay. They're not bad. But I feel like she's not going to learn anything from this to like be a better person to her friends. But the episode itself with the message and the character they used to push that message, I liked it. I like that element of it. But I can't put it higher than the GOAT of fatherhood because I don't like DrJace.
Well, she's not the only one who learned a lesson. Trudy too.
Okay, Trudy, yes.
You know, that,
I did like that.
I thought that was a good perspective too. You know, like Trudy's like, my sorority's not colorist. And like, look at me, I made it in.
Yes. Oh, God, I love that. That was good. That was good.
That was a funny bit because growing up, I never Proud Family came out in 2001. I'm in 1st grade. I always was like, man, it's a black show, right? Why if you go watch the first few like episodes in season 1, Penny and Trudy are really light skinned. Like,
oh yes, no, they are.
Yes.
They are pale. I know exactly what you're talking about. I always attributed that to like, oh, it's the first season and the animation quality and color is not fully there, like what you see in like early episodes of like SpongeBob, like his yellow color. It's not fully saturated yet. I always thought that about the Proud Family season 1, but I know exactly what you're talking about. They are very, very much lighter skin toned compared to how they're portrayed later on in that season and in future seasons.
Okay, correct. So to the point where, then I guess as I grew up, I was like, oh yeah, she's just light skinned. But I black families come in all shades because when you look at Trudy's family, they are significantly darker than her. So I love the callback when she shows her family. She's like, see? And like, no, Trudy, you dark skinned. Like, I thought that was hilarious. And it's growth for her character too, how she just kind of privileged enough to live a light-skinned life and, not ever realize that light skin privilege exists to a degree, and there is colorism throughout the world. The closer you are to white, that's right.
Wow.
Oh my God.
That's what it is.
That's what they're saying.
I never heard of that.
That is what it is. It's like, the lighter the better. Oftentimes in Hollywood, we see conversations about, man, that character was supposed to be significantly darker skin, and look who they casted. And like Oscar called Trudy, you pretty light skinned, Hallie. So
that's right.
It's growth for her. It's growth for her. It's growth for DrJace. So if you don't think DrJace grows from this, Trudy will grow from it.
Trudy will. But Trudy's a
Right.
good person at her core, no matter
Give
what.
DrJace some grace.
Oh,
Look.
listen, next season I'm gonna see her being questionable with Penny and her friends as usual. It's par of the course.
No, to be fair, Annie has a character where she's a little bit foolish. She needs a strong character like DrJace to put her in her place. So I think that's a good thing.
It's a
But my
foil.
country, and I know you guys said that's one of your favorite episode. I'm gonna be controversial. I did not care for that episode. There was no Oscar as much as other episode, and I mean, if there's no Oscar, then you get a 4. Let's move on.
Wow, this is okay.
Full of it.
Okay.
Full of
All
it.
right, so
Yeah.
move it. So all right, you
Look,
said it.
I have to give them like I'm gonna take a quote. Just like I'm not sure if you guys watch King of the Hill. Do you guys watch the new King of the Hill show?
Not the new one. No.
I'm sure I'll
Okay.
catch the quote.
And the first episode, he gives a Uber driver a 4 out of 5 stars, so they have something to work on.
Oh,
I'm giving this episode a 4 out of 5, so that they have something to work on, which is give me more Oscar.
Oh, you
That's
gave
all
it a
Oscar.
4 out of 5. Okay, that's good.
Yeah,
Okay.
80%.
Oh,
Well, 79. Let's say 79. A B is too much. 79. 7.9 out of 10. 7.9 out of 5, or whatever it is. Yeah.
I mean, to your point, I will say, I guess Oscar didn't have there wasn't an Oscar centric episode this season. Correct me if I'm wrong.
No, he was
No.
a lot of the times like the B plot, like the Snackland thing with Wizard Kelly. But that's about it. Yeah, there was no Oscar episode that I recall.
You know who got a lot of episodes this season?
I feel like Trudy did.
Trudy. Well, this episode for sure. I was gonna say Maya.
Oh,
got-
yes. Maya did get a lot of screen time.
because the next episode is the mother episode, which
Oh,
I know you and I
yes.
talked about a little bit
Yes.
about this one. This was an interesting one. Again, a more heartfelt one, tackling I guess a continuation of father figures with, obviously the Leibowitz Jenkins household is motherless. Not necessarily a bad thing, but here comes Mother's Day. And KG's like, who's my mom? Do you know who my mom is? And I thought this was going to be a very interesting episode because we don't get a lot of KG per se.
No.
And right. So I was like, okay, come on with the KG episode. And it switches gears really quick and stops becoming about KG. And they shifted to Maya. I know Dr. Jace has thoughts on it. I would have liked to see this KG story go a little more versus the handoff to Maya. That's where I'm currently at. I didn't like how they did this.
I didn't like it either. Not saying I didn't like the episode itself. Ultimately, it does become a Maya episode. But like you said, the word you use, I don't like that it's a handoff to Maya. If you wanted to make it about Maya, make it about her from the beginning. But I don't know. I kind of hated that they started off with KG, a character that we really don't see a lot of, get a lot of screen time. And then they just, oh yeah, KG, your information's redacted. But Maya, do you know who this is? And now Maya was even looking for that stuff. Now the plot is literally given to her in that episode. Now what comes after, I'm like, okay, I kind of like this where she's learning about her mom and she's a celebrity and whether or not the mom is, a terrible person or not. It's just that rough beginning. I don't like that handoff. I really don't. Now if they did the handoff but KG's parent is also somehow incorporated into the story, like it's a tale of discovery between KG and Maya and what they seek for when it comes to looking for their parents. I could have bought it. I could have bought more into it, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't like the handoff.
That's something I've noticed also since the beginning of the show. Now that we're talking about it, I feel like KG is more of a background character than a show character. He barely gets any scene. He barely gets any line. And I feel part of it is sometimes they forget about him. Like he's not meant to be there. I feel like he was created early on and they had an idea and then they just forget. And we're like, okay, once in a while, show the character so that we know he's not dead. He still exists somewhere. But let's move him to the side. He's not the important character. That's something like I felt they did.
I think to that point, and again, it happens all the time when you got, continuation series, reboot series, what have you. I think the original series did a good job at really playing with the ensemble to where this series definitely feels like, unless you are the focal point, you kind of do get lost in the background and you might get one line per episode and check KG got a line in. He's good to,
No,
you
I mean
know.
just think about it. Last season, I think he only appeared like once or twice last season. Barely had any line, for example.
And that's the
And you
biggest
know
thing.
what? I forgot who he was for a second. Maya did not forget because Maya design is kind of unique. Even his design is kind of, I don't want to say boring. He looked like a background character. He doesn't stick out from the rest of the cast.
I will say, KG for the most part in seasons 1 and 2, he did feel like a bit of a background character. Like sometimes whenever he would be associated with Maya, and that's where you knew, oh, okay, yeah, that's her brother. But you never got like, this is the KG moment or this is the KG episode. This is the one time, and I say all this, and then we get episode 5, which is right after this, the video game tournament. But right here, this was the episode to like hit me emotionally at the core about KG. Like, oh man, he was always a background character in seasons 1 and 2, but damn, he got this story in season 3, and now I'm a KG stan, man. He's part of the main cast. And they just say, no, it's a Maya episode, which Maya gets her own episode again later on. So with the time travel, which I know I'm jumping ahead. That was probably my least favorite episode of the season.
Probably.
Probably my least. But we'll get to it. Yeah, I don't know. We haven't really even talked about like the actual plot or the stuff that they did with Maya in this episode.
Well, she meets her mom,
right?
Because her mom didn't redact her name. But sorry, KG.
Go over there.
Which again, I still think there's a better story where you do incorporate KG in Maya's story here, or at least maybe KG has some slight resentment towards Barry and Randall, and then that's his arc for the episode where he's like, because he did it pretty early on. He's like, I love you guys. That's all I need. And I was like, well, that came a little too early.
Yeah, I didn't like how quickly it was resolved because he was feeling down. It's down, Mother's Day. Right? It's Mother's Day. Yeah.
Well, Maya, who was not looking for her mom, meets her mom. Famous talk show. What, Brianna was it?
Oh no, that's the wrong person.
Oh, I'm pretty sure it was Brianna, played by Adrienne Warren. Tony Award winning Adrienne Warren. So I'm glad they didn't do the whole trope where it's like, oh yeah, she is a bad person. She made a mistake. She did what's best for Maya.
A mistake, you say?
Oh,
apparently,
boy. Here we go.
From what we understand, that was the best decision for Maya at the time. So, I take what they give me. Well, she's not like a soulless person. Like she wasn't trying to, it wasn't like a blatant, ooh, if I announce that I got a daughter, I'm gonna get all the ratings, It wasn't like an evil scheme. It was, an idea. And I guess it would have brought in ratings, but it seems pretty selfish, I guess.
Yeah.
But I guess I liked how it concluded ultimately, with the Mother's Day church, and then, I don't know if that was Keke Palmer singing. I hope it was when she's singing to her. I thought that was a nice moment.
It was nice, yeah. It was nice.
Yes, and then like the embrace, and then KG as well, welcoming her into the family. Continuity is something that we talked about. I want to see continuity of this story. I want to see how she fits in with Randall and Barry. the men that stepped up, the dads who stepped up, you know, and her, I want to see that. There has to be conflict there. It cannot all be sunshine and rainbows. I need them to follow up to this, and if they do not, I will be very upset. So I
Let me
need.
stop you right now. I feel like they're not. And if they do, she's just gonna appear as a background character because they have too many characters in this show, and some of the main characters are barely getting scenes that I feel they're not going to care about some of the characters. I'm telling you, we're not gonna see her until maybe episode 7 or past of next season. And by then, I feel like she's gonna be a quick cameo. She's gonna be in the background, like they're celebrating Christmas or something, and
That's
she's
not good
there,
enough.
and
That's
that's
not
what they're
good
gonna give
enough.
us. And that's what I don't like because I feel like every time they add a new character, the main characters get less scenes, and we see it in every shows that we ever watch. Adding new characters can be good, but don't forget about the OGs, which they need to find a balance. Personally,
If you go down the line, there was no La Cienega episode this season, no Zoe episode,
yeah,
uh, no like Boulevardes extended family,
no Oscar,
no
No
Oscar,
Oscar.
no Sugar Mama centric episode.
exactly.
Um, yeah,
You
you're not
see,
wrong. You're not
yeah,
wrong.
all these characters got moved to the background, and I really hate this about writers when they're creating a universe. It's not a bad idea to introduce a new character to, I guess, stir the pot a little bit, but you need to find a balance.
You
And
gotta
Yeah.
mix them with the ensemble.
exactly,
Mhm.
like I would
Mhm.
prefer to get an entire season of Oscar. If I got an entire season of Oscar, I'll be happy.
You
Actually, you
just
know
want the
what?
Oscar Proud show.
You know what? No, that's a good idea. I would take a Oscar like sideshow, like the Cleveland show, the Oscar show.
Oh no,
Oh
no,
no.
no, no, no.
That's
Yeah,
where you lost me.
Yep,
I
you
would
lost
take
me. Yep,
I would
no,
take an entire show of Oscar just working at his candy snack factory.
no,
Trust me.
no. The
Yes,
Cleveland show
Mr.
didn't
Chip.
even last. The
Mr. Chip.
Cleveland show didn't even last.
they can be inspired and do better than the Cleveland show. They knew what failed. Now they know what they can succeed.
No, no. You
He's
could
just an
pitch
Oscar
it. You
hater.
could pitch it.
It's
You could
okay.
pitch it. I'm not an Oscar hater. I love
My
Oscar.
name is Oscar Proud, and I'm proud to say.
No, they'll use the Big O song. It's the Big O, y'all. Coming to the hole, y'all.
Mm,
I don't
No,
remember that.
no,
Is that from the
no.
original?
It would have
that
been
is from
funnier
the
with
original.
Cleveland.
Yep.
I don't remember the
Get
original
ready
that well.
for Big O, y'all. Mama
Mm.
take it to the hole, y'all. It's the basketball episode where he's doing the half court shot. Um, yeah. I liked how it wrapped up. But yes, we continue with the KG Maya train because the Game Changers episode. I'm sure y'all two could talk and speak to this episode about video game culture, streaming culture, this online culture. With
I don't like gaming, so no.
Oh, you don't like gaming? Oh,
No.
okay.
Clearly, he likes ceramics.
Yeah, I read. That's all I do.
Of course, of course. I thought we knew one another. It's okay.
It's okay. Yes.
I like this episode. I thought this because this is an ensemble bit. I like the group of guys. You know, KG, Kareem, Billy Chang, and Myron, ganging up on the girls. Guys are better than video. Guys are better at video games.
Yeah.
I thought this was an interesting episode. Again, KG at the foreground here, and of course Penny. She's a girl, but she can play. She got game. And then they go to this EE game tournament, and we get into this conversation about misogyny and sexism within video games. Culture. I thought it was a good conversation to have. Was it surface level? Is the question.
I feel like it kind of was. Yeah, a little bit.
Oh.
And Toasty, I think you can attest to this because I was telling Hoop about it before. It's great that they tackled this because it's true. There is, you know, a misogynistic culture to some extent in the game industry when it comes to women and females in video games. Sometimes
Not
they're
in the games I play.
not in the games, in the culture, in like in the industry itself. But I felt like it was a little surface level because they could have gone a little bit deeper and try to root out, well, where does that come from? And I'm sure you're aware, like some of that comes from like guys like getting upset that, you know, when you log into Twitch, right? And the first page is like you know, women you know, green screening Fortnite on their butts, literally. They're green screening playing Fortnite on their butts.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
Right. That was an era. And it's like I felt like, now I'm not expecting them to go like, you know, showcasing that nonsense. But I felt like you could have probably had a double conversation here about, well, where does KG and the rest of these guys acting that way come from? Because it looks like it's just surface level. It's like, yeah, you know, boys play video games, girls are not allowed to, and then that's all they're combating. To me, it felt like black and white a little bit. I feel like there's some gray in there that they could have maybe thrown in to have an argument about.
I mean, it makes sense that it does happen. I'm not trying to justify it. I'm just explaining, by the way, before the pitchforks come out. It does make sense. Most of the early programmers, at least the most game programmers, at least those in charge, will be men. So they will be creating games for boys, or that are catered to boys, not games that are catered to girls or women. So obviously, in the game industry, especially as it evolved, because before the early 2000s, before the internet, it was more local. Once it became internet and more widespread, the core base were guys. So if you were a girl, you were probably one out of 100 in that industry. So of course they would make fun of you. It's more of a coping mechanism, I would say. And I mean, this episode, like you just said, also, it is really surface level. It doesn't go into deeper meaning. It's just simple, like that's why it happens. Oh, guys are better because games were designed for guys. You're a girl, it wasn't designed for you, so you don't get to play this. And I mean, it was an all right episode. That's all I can say.
It was fine. Yeah.
Was.
That was
It,
that to me. You
let me-
you get to that high like ranking in Proud Family when you tackle the harder subjects. For me, this was kind of very surface level compared to, imagine if in the DrJaceAttorney episode, right, the one that we just talked about, instead of it being about colorism, it was just they're racist. Right? Like let's say the sorority's just racist. They don't want black girls in their sorority. That's surface level. Cause it's like there's more deeper rooted stuff that you can play around with race. And they did it. They did it with colorism because that's a thing that happens. And it happens in those sororities. So they did it with one episode. And again, I don't like DrJaceAttorney, but I liked that episode. I liked it more than this one, which it catered to something that I know about. I know about the game industry and video game culture, but this felt surface level and they could have done more with it.
It's because the episode, you never, like, even the ending was cliche. Like, you know, like,
what was the ending again?
Oh, the other girl won. The
a breadwinner.
Yeah. So it's one of those things where it was like, oh, of course it was another girl won. It's just like there wasn't really a challenge. Even that, like, I don't know. Personally, I feel like they could have done better. That's something we're gonna see if they improve in the next season. If there's a next season, we don't. Is there not?
There definitely is.
There's most likely going to be.
Actually, they confirmed it already. I think in announcing this season 3, I'm pretty sure they greenlit like there is going to be a season 3 and 4. I'm pretty sure that is confirmed. Okay. What's not confirmed is if season 4 is coming out next year, which it most likely would. But they haven't like outright said it.
Say it.
Yeah.
Okay.
They said it's to premiere in 2026, but no set date.
Right. Right.
I'm assuming summer 2026. But like for me, if you're gonna tackle a issue like this, I always said it, and I said it even in the Kamala Khan show. Remember there was an entire thing with India, Pakistan.
Miss Marvel.
Yeah. Yeah, her name was Kamala Khan, right?
It was,
Yes,
but you
yes,
called it the
yes.
Kamala Khan show. I'm like, what?
I mean,
What
that-
was
I mean,
that?
okay, you Marvel nerds, you got my context.
You got
know
her
that.
right. You got her first and last name right. What do you mean?
Well, she wasn't marvelous to me, but let's not get there. I always
Besides the
said,
point.
I'm sorry, I offended a Marvel fan.
Oh
was
my
my fault.
gosh. Your
That was
point,
my-
please. Your point, please.
You're rushing me. I'm stressed now. I'm nervous.
Oh my gosh.
Baka.
Okay. You're just gonna say is if you're gonna tackle a social issue like this, just do the job. That's my opinion. Not always say that. Don't kind of like wishy-wash it. Try to, like Dr. J said, try to go into the inner layers of it. Peel it out like an onion, like you guys always say. And try to get into deeper core, deeper meaning. It's just do that. If you're just gonna go surface level, don't do it. As simple as that.
Because
Personal opinion.
and in saying that, it's not me saying like people like in this staff don't know about it, because they clearly know about the game industry. You got like little Easter eggs in the background in some of these shots. Like you got Link from Zelda, you got Naruto with the fit in the background, Garnet
just
from
the
Steven
intern.
Universe.
They just had the intern do that. He was in the background.
Nah,
working in the closet.
nah.
The
Yeah.
intern was working in the mop closet drawing those. Look, I'm making my mark in the industry.
There was a purple pink Shrek in the crowd. I don't know
Oh,
why.
That
I
was
don't know
kinda
why.
funny. That was random. I guess that was Comic-Con culture. Yeah.
I guess. But like, you know, they're in the room already, is what I'm saying. So I know they can do better. I know they can do better.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. It is what it is.
Overall, I did think it was an enjoyable episode.
Yeah, it's not
I guess-
bad.
yeah, no, I guess when you do have those lessons, we wanted just to go a tad deeper.
Don't be afraid.
Don't be
That's what I'm saying.
afraid.
Don't be
yeah.
afraid.
I mean, I even thought they were gonna do something with the streaming culture when the little boy was like, "Well, you said girls suck, so I said girls suck." I don't know if you saw like the Breakfast Club with that boy Neon or whatever.
No.
Oh,
the
what?
streamer.
Neon from Kick, Toasty.
The Indian guy, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't see the interview that you're talking about, but
Well, I don't know what-
I know Neon.
They basically called him out for the racist stuff he said on stream and how he enables his
I saw-
followers. You know,
I saw something like that on Twitter, like or X, just Twitter. I saw it on Twitter a couple weeks ago, but I didn't care.
yeah, I was like, that probably happened too soon for this episode to be based on that. But I thought they were gonna do something with KG and that little boy. How that little boy was like, you know, making fun of Penny because KG was.
Oh yeah, right.
You know what?
That felt, oh god, surface level. They
You know
could have
what?
done something with that. Yes.
That is surprising they haven't done anything streaming stuff like you mentioned, like because that's such a big thing nowadays. Like a lot of people
It's
stream.
huge, yeah.
Yeah, it's not only gaming, it's live streaming, people walking around. I could see DrJaceAttorney do it because she, at least in the previous season, she had her Instagram.
She's like the social media person.
DrJaceAttorney, because she DrJaceAttorney, I think was her name.
Slay.
Yeah, I think that was her name on Instagram, which is goddamn hilarious, by the way. Whoever came up with that, I hope you got your paycheck worth it. Because to me, it's hilarious. Like you see, that's something they could have done for it because it would have appealed to the younger generation and would have connected to them with the streaming network. And that's something they could have done where maybe Penny or DrJaceAttorney, they receive backlash from fans due to streaming and bad comments. That would have been something where it would have shown how maybe if one of the boys did it, they only got positive comments. And if one of the girls did the same thing, she got negative comment, that would have maybe tackled a bigger social issue. That's an episode right there.
You know what?
That is a whole episode.
Put me in the writer's room.
Put me in there.
Put me in there, coach.
And
it was sprinkled here. It was
and you know what's crazy? That going off of that, when Penny was streaming in this episode, the part where she was getting all those positive comments, and then she started getting like a handful of negative ones accusing her of being a cheater, and that caused a tornado that, like, you know, blasted her against the wall. I thought that was gonna be like a metaphor for like when people are like content creators or streamers and they have a big fan base that loves them, sometimes it does just take little comments of a small minority to send someone spiraling, like, because they home in on that. We know some streamers that do that, Toasty. I thought
on
they
the
were
regular.
on the regular. And I thought they were going to home in on that, but they just didn't. It's like, oh, the tornado, slaps Penny in the face, and now she's upset the next day, and that's it. That's where the buck stops.
Exactly.
I don't
Because
know.
like you mentioned, I wasn't making the connection with that person. But that's an issue that person has where it doesn't matter if they have 100 positive comments.
Right.
That one negative comment is what they're gonna concentrate on, and they might go on a rant for 20 minutes about that specific negative comment, ignoring everything positive. That could have been an issue they tackled about her. And
Right.
obviously, as she reacting badly to the negative comment, it would have been interesting to see how the positivity turn into more toxicity. For
Yes.
her, where
Yeah.
people start
Yes.
resenting her and they say, "Oh, now she's a cheater. She's cocky. She's
Yes.
overconfident.
Yes.
She's like you see. That's an episode.
Oh my
where-
God! Put me in the writer's room.
There we go.
Again, across the board, I think there's sprinkles, and these ideas just need some more watering. Like
They were taken out of the oven too soon. Like, you put the right ingredients in here, you put it in the oven, and you just took it out too soon. You took it out
Yeah.
too soon.
Yeah.
We
It's
see
there.
the
It's
vision.
there. Yes.
we see it.
Right.
We see it. Now, this next one, the Maya Al Roker episode.
Oh man, I'm saying it. My least favorite. My least favorite.
it's probably my least.
I feel like you just don't
favorite,
like
too.
Maya.
No, I actually like Maya. I actually like
I
Maya.
like Maya.
Right.
I like Kiki.
Right.
I like Maya. I just.
I like her. I'm tired of her. She's
I
getting
guess
too many episodes. I would say
That's
that.
fair. She had a lot this season. I just, when you do a future bit, it's like we gotta know about her future.
You don't
to
like time
warrant-
travel episode?
Well, it's just.
Danny Phantom had a time travel episode. That was great.
But Danny Phantom, are you talking about the movie, The Ultimate
Yeah.
Villain? That movie
movie.
sucked.
That movie was ass. No, it
You
was.
guys, okay.
They hyped the hell out of that movie.
Kim Possible had a future.
Kim
episode.
Possible did
It was great.
and it was
There we
great.
go.
Here, this idea, maybe Maya was just the wrong choice because I'm not as emotionally invested, but I'm also
You know
just
what?
not emotionally invested in future Maya.
I would have
because,
loved to see a future DrJace.
Well, we've seen that one where they skipped to college, but that was a wish, so it wasn't time travel. But
No, but think about it. DrJace, out of her friend group, even in, I believe it was last season, she's viewed as the dumb one, the one that's not going to succeed. It would
she
have
has
been,
coming up lately.
exactly. It would have been an interesting episode if they did a future into the future and she happened to be the most successful, or she's the one that influenced everybody. That's something that would have been great for character development. That would have
Mm.
boosted her character, made her change her way. I know Dr. Jace doesn't like her because she's a bully. Maybe that would have awakened the kindness in her. Maybe her future self would have told her, hey, cherish your friend. And then the episode ends with her walking around, turning, and she sees a friend in the background and she runs to them. Hey, friends. And they walk off into the sunset. Cliche, but it works.
Put me in the writer's room.
It sounds like you're just more invested in DrJace as a character than Maya, which I think that's fair.
No,
I think that's
it is
fair.
fair. It is fair because, again, for me, is that Maya and her brother are the new characters that have
Mm.
their new, and I understand what they're trying to do. They're trying to introduce us to this character more and more and more, but I don't care if I don't get to see the OG characters. And that's coming from somebody who, again, did I watch the original show? I did. Was I a major fan of the original show? No, not really, because I didn't get most of the episode. But still, there's still something where I recognize the OG character. The same way I'm hoping for Sticky to come out at one point or another, which I don't think will happen.
Keep wishing. Keep wishing.
You know what? I'm
Yeah,
telling you,
yeah.
if he's gonna show up in the final season, final episode, final minute, he's gonna grow to be like 6 feet tall, and that's gonna be the entire thing. He's gonna
Mhm.
step out, boom, and be like, "Oh my god, that's him!" And episode ends. Writers, that's the ending right there.
If Sticky ever comes back into this series,
Sticky.
whatever I'll give you $5. I don't know. I don't see it happening, but if
$5.
they-
Are we taking inflation into account? Because I'm
Sure.
hoping that show ends in like 20 years from now,
oh,
and that $5 is gonna be worth like $100.
Sure. Whatever you want.
No worry.
Yeah, no, just yeah, no, yes, it is a push of Maya and KG. I don't know. It's just a weird episode. I didn't feel it was necessary
I
really to
I
explore this idea.
I don't think it was as tightly written as the prior episodes because you have adult Maya coming to Al Roker. She solved the energy crisis and Penny Proud is a congresswoman. Great. And then she's like, send me to a time when I was happy. What does that mean?
She
What
wasn't happy.
what but do you see what I mean? Like
She solved the energy crisis, my man.
But the
She's
world, I
no
think the
more.
water was still polluted though. Like the world was going to shit.
I guess it was. I don't know.
She
It's a
obviously
weird
didn't try
setup.
hard
It's a
enough.
weird setup.
So wait.
You have to buy into the setup.
You have
make
to
it make
buy
sense.
into the setup. You have to buy into, okay, well, when did Maya learn about Al Roker and like his magical abilities? When did she learn about who he works for? The big mystery, you know.
Yeah.
I'll tell everyone who you work for, Al Roker. No, don't do that.
Who does he work for?
I don't know. I don't know. Which maybe that's something they're dangling over our heads for the season 4, when we get it next year. But that's my thing, because like then as the episode continues, you think that, oh, send me to a time when I was happy. I thought it would develop more, but then she gets sent back to like, in Maya's room, right? And then she's like, Al Roker, send me to like my sophomore year of college. And I'm like, why? For what? What? You're gonna go there and then like live your adult life again? Like, are you gonna change careers? Are you gonna? What is the goal here? What are we trying to do?
She had an electric car. She said that's when she said she was happiest with that electric car.
Electric cars exist today, which I'm assuming exists in their universe also. So
They do. They got like tablets and devices.
And here's the controversy: electric cars do cause a little bit of pollution due to the batteries. Just saying.
But she was happiest. But
yeah, I feel like she's an industry plant. That's my thing. That's the word I was looking for. She feel like she's the industry plant of the Proud family. They're pushing her constantly on us.
I mean,
Think about it.
I wouldn't go and say all that. But
I mean, no
she
Oscar
is getting more focused. Yes.
I feel like this season in particular, they gave her a lot of focus. I didn't really get that in the first 2, aside from the fatherhood episode.
Or the Juneteenth episode. That,
the season finale was her. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. But that episode was really good.
Right.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, it was good.
Right. So it's weird. This is probably, as far as the Al Roker based episodes go, this is probably my least favorite of the Al Roker based ones. I did think there is a really funny line in this one where she goes to the house at the end to go talk to little Maya. She's like, look it up. Listen, she said, listen up, self. She's like, what? I mean, Maya. But either way, no, the funny line is like, they invite her to eat the pierogies. And they're like, Miss M, would you like to stay for pierogies? She's like, of course I would, Daddy.
Oh, yes. That part was funny.
And she's like, which I'll never say again. I thought that's funny. That's a Back to the Future type of joke, you know. I like your parents don't know that's your future kid,
right?
So that was hilarious. That had me cracking. All in agreement. Probably the least favorite of the season. Let's speed run some of these here. We got the young toddler in the Whiz Kid episode, young toddler episode featuring Billy Chang as the rapper, young toddler, talking about Asian rappers not being recognized in the rap game,
not taken seriously.
Right.
Right.
I don't, and this is what I said about this episode. One, I like Billy Chang. I like the Chang triplets. I wish there's an episode with all three of them in it.
Yeah, man, they really keep them separated.
Right. I'm like, please put the chain triplets together. Just put them side by side. Remind us that they're siblings. I like Billy Chang being young toddler. I thought that's a good little twist. But when it gets into the conversation about nobody's checking for an Asian rapper, I mean, I guess he's right, but I don't know how deep of a conversation that really is
Right.
in the zeitgeist. Because last I checked, they love those K-pop rappers and those K-pop rap verse on all them K-pop hits. They love those Japanese rappers, you know, like Meg Thee Stallion had that one dude on, you know, the connect.
Yeah, but that was like one thing.
That was a
though.
collab.
And I mean,
yeah.
yeah,
Well,
and
but
like,
that's what I'm talking
yeah.
about. Is this that deep of a conversation though? As far as
It depends because with K-pop, it's a different subculture, and
True.
as far as I'm aware, the Changs, I'm assuming, are Chinese.
Yeah, I'm
They
pretty
are.
sure
They
they're
are.
Chinese.
Yeah.
So
but that,
I mean,
he definitely, but he said Asian to generalize. Yeah.
which in a way is bad because you can't generalize the entire thing. Like if you're Chinese and you're trying to be a rapper, you're not gonna be able to ride the wave of the Korean K-pop stars because
You
it's
cannot.
different. It's a different.
It's a
type
different
of music.
game.
It's a different game, different country, different culture in a certain way. So I mean, there's that too. Which, let's be real. Can you name any Asian rappers?
I know Grandmaster cannot. I know
Hold
he
up.
can't.
Yes, I can.
Don't say
Yes, I
Gangnam
can.
Style or whatever his name was from 20
Hold
years
up.
ago.
Yeah,
That's
Psy, right? Psy counts.
Yeah, Psy.
Oh,
Psy.
not Psy. I don't count
And
him.
he's
as a
Korean.
rapper.
He's Korean.
And he's Korean.
What's his name? Or what's her name?
Oh, even better. Name a Chinese rapper.
Ray Ami, who does the rapping for Zoe and K-pop Demon Hunters.
She's not Chinese. Is she?
You didn't say Chinese. You said Asian.
No. He
Never
meant
mind.
like non-Korean.
Non-Korean
I
K-pop.
don't know any.
Non-Korean
I don't know.
K-pop singers.
Right.
I don't know any. I don't know any. No.
Is Aquafina Chinese?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's of Chinese descent.
So maybe
I never heard
her?
of an Aquafina song in my life.
No, you have. Scuttlebutt.
No, I haven't.
Scuttlebutt.
And I looked her up.
I never heard an Aquafina.
I looked it up.
Rap.
Her mom is Korean.
Huh?
Her mom is Korean,
Aquafina?
but her dad is Chinese.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think me watching this episode, I think there could have been a richer conversation just talking about non-black rappers in the rap culture and kind of what it is to be in that hip hop space. Or I thought there could have been that. Now, if there is a subculture of Asian rappers or Chinese rappers, I'd love to be enlightened more about it. I welcome that.
I mean, come on. Of course there is. It's just
I'm sure there is.
Yeah.
I guess I just don't know how like mainstream it is or kind of what the what the prolific topic is. Like, is it like Billy Chang where he said nobody's checking him, but also, he didn't want his dad to know.
Right.
I thought that would have been something worth exploring as far as, kind of a cultural.
Oh, you're talking about the tiger parents, the one that beat you to get A's. But you see,
I mean, it's relatively basic. It didn't necessarily have to be that, but he mentions it in the episode. So I thought maybe they might do something with that.
But you see, if they did, it would just be a cliche because that's overrun. That's just a cliche of Asian parents.
You can have a cliche, but make it good.
No, it can be good, but like they would need something more, right? If it's just, my parents want me to become a doctor, I'm like, oh wow, another episode of an Asian kid that parents want to become a doctor. What a surprise! But you see, that doesn't hit as much. And I mean, I don't know, personally. Yeah, that episode, I didn't care much for it. That's the best way to say for it.
I liked that they utilized one of the Chang triplets to be a focal point. I think Calvin in his prior interviews, he kept hyping up like, you will see the Chang triplets, like come back, that they'll be a focal point. Don't worry. here's one of them. We got another one
We got
in
a
a future
third.
episode.
We got a third.
We got a third one.
Yeah,
But we've addressed two so far.
yeah. Billy and Julie. We're
Billy and
missing
Julie.
the other one. God.
I
can't
don't remember
remember
what his design
Debbie.
was.
Debbie, right.
Oh, it was another
Um,
sister.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Debbie has like microphones. I'm sorry, not
Okay.
microphones. Like a headset on.
Headset, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so Julie's the studious one. Billy is young toddler, and Debbie is something. We need Debbie. We're missing Debbie.
We need Debbie. We need Debbie.
So hopefully she comes. But yes, I did like the actual inclusion of Billy. I like Billy and Penny's conversation too. No doubt. And Dr. J says he liked that Duty Booty song.
The Duty Booty. Yeah. I don't know.
The Duty Booty.
I kind of like it.
That dance. I was like,
What,
what is
you
this
have it?
dance?
You have it on your Apple Music already?
Is
on
it
Rewind?
if they release the album the soundtrack, I will get the Duty Booty song.
It's a bop. I like it.
I thought that
Oh
dance
my
was
God.
silly though. I don't know what the heck this dance is. I was like, what is this?
It's the the duty smells and it's coming from the booty. So
Is that what that is?
use your head. Context clues. They're talking about duty booty, a baby crapping his diapers.
Oh, because he's young toddler.
Yes.
Yes.
Jeez.
A dirty booty, yes.
God damn.
Okay, I guess context is everything.
Yes.
Sure. Wow. Yep. Here it is. Duty Booty. It's right here. Yep.
Right there.
Download
Download it.
Mhm.
I was gonna play it.
That episode is this
play.
is gonna get struck down
Yes.
for copyright music.
Take
All
it
right. Let
off.
me turn it off. Let me turn it
Yeah,
off.
you're messing with Disney, my man. Disney will shut this channel
They
down.
don't play.
Miyachi is all right. I hope I'm saying that right. Is who plays Billy, the
Mm.
rapper.
Mm.
The
Miyachi.
Whiz Kid, the next episode, which features Julie, the the secret society of smart kids at their school, that get all the public funding, and nobody else gets good funding at that school. They got Neil deGrasse Tyson as their robot professor, which I thought that was a really funny bit.
That was funny. Yeah.
Professor Noah Dahl.
It was clever. It was funny.
Funny.
Yeah.
He's a robot.
He's a robot. Great. Fantastic.
I think the best bit was Nubia.
Mhm.
Oh, I know Toasty like that. Nubia with the lotion. Come on.
Oh,
The gross
Yes.
sister.
yes, I
Yes.
remember. Yes. They were just
Oh.
ashy the entire time.
That was funny. That was funny.
That is
Wow.
so
I don't relate,
funny.
so I would not know.
You don't gotta relate to like crack a laugh at it.
Nobody looks like that. I don't know a single person that looks like that. Nobody looks like them. But
Check your leg to make sure.
huh?
I say
My
check
leg
your
does
leg.
not look like that. My leg does not. Look
Are you afraid
blue.
to look?
No, I don't have
Just
to look. I
look.
put lotion on.
Just
I put
look.
lotion on. It's
What kind of lotion?
I put on.
Don't say
cocoa
shea butter.
I put on cocoa butter. I don't look like that. Again, I don't know anybody that ashy.
Oh man.
That's a God. I couldn't believe they did that. That was just
Yeah, that was good. I laughed.
that's the reason why I think the Gross Sisters were the reason why Nickelodeon didn't pick up Proud Family when they said, "Wait a minute, those girls are not blue, they're ashy."
Actually, you know
Nickelodeon
what's
said, we're out. We're not doing this. Disney Channel said we're taking a chance on these ashy girls.
Roll the dice with the House of Mouse.
No, what I love about it is that each of them are named, I believe, after a lotion
Yes.
brand, which is
Oh wow.
hilarious.
Wait.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
Nubia and who?
Is Nubia's I think supposed to be Nuvea.
Nuvea.
Yes.
Okay.
Olay is supposed to be like
Oh.
Olay.
Oh my. Okay, the third.
And Gina is supposed to be I think Neutrogena.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
yeah. They each named after.
Yo.
I saw that the other day. It was like, oh my god. You know what?
I'm today years
Kudos.
old. Oh
Yeah,
my
kudos.
god. That's hilarious.
They gotta stop with this. This is too funny.
No,
man.
keep it up.
Oh
Keep
my
it up. That's the
God.
Proud Family I know.
You see, that's what's so good about it.
Was she
Like-
using like Anuvia cream when she applied it?
Ooh,
Maybe
that's a
zoom
good
in on
point.
it?
I don't know.
That's
I
a
don't
good.
know.
That would be funny if she was.
I'm actually gonna look it up right now.
Cause she did whip it out and she applied it, but I don't know if the logo was like just basic and it didn't mean anything, or if they actually showed it. That would be funny.
That would be funny.
I'm looking it up right now to see.
Yes, please, 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 please.
No,
Uh,
it's just moisturizer. It's a generic.
Okay,
Um,
okay.
You know what? The writers lost me. Never mind.
Put me in the room.
Like, how are you gonna have something like that and not have it in the background? Come on.
That is so funny.
Like-
I mean, do you buy Nubia being this smart? Where let me ask this: do you buy like some of these characters exhibiting traits that they've never showcased before in prior episodes? So like,
yes, 100%.
You buy
let me
it.
explain to you why. Yes, 100%.
Okay.
Let me explain to you why. At least based on the sisters, and it's possible because she didn't want to be viewed as a nerd because of her environment. She had to hide her identity, which again is shown when she's fixing her hair and she dressed up differently than what she usually does. She's not herself in a way. Or maybe this is her true self. And usually when she's in the growth sister form, that's her trying to hide her true identity of her being smart, not because she's ashamed of it, just because of peer pressure in the environment that she's in.
well,
she doesn't want-
she got street cred. She's got a rep. You know.
No, it's not that. It's not she only has a rep because of her sisters. And maybe she doesn't want to be left out. And because she doesn't want to be left out, she's forced to hide the fact that she's actually intelligent and the way that she actually wants to act and dress.
now explain Dijonay.
Well, hold up, real quick.
Dijon is
about
just a
Nubia.
lost cause. Like,
What do you
she's just a
mean?
lost-
She's in the top 2%.
Hold up.
It's a flaw in the
Don't-
system.
Put some respect on Dijonay, please.
What do you mean?
Has
She-
come a long. She has come a long way.
No,
No. She's got a photographic memory. She's always been a poet since the original series. Even when the season 2 when they did Slaves Built This Country, you know.
Was she the one that's? Oh no, she was just one of the singers in there. She didn't write it.
Yeah, no, that was her. She led the debate team in that.
Okay.
Dijonay has had a lot of character growth here. Nubia, she's always been good at math.
Oh, whenever she would like mug them, right? She knew the
Yes.
exact amount of money and what their allowance was, and I remember that. That was from the OG series. Yeah. You're right. You're
Yes.
right.
So I wish they leaned into that in this.
Why are
This
you
season.
here? How do you know this?
Right. And then she like shows like she's a math genius. It's like, this is what I learned from Jackin.
That would have been funny.
Continuity.
Oh well.
I thought this episode was funny. Penny Proud, if you want more, someone's gotta have less.
Principal Hightower she's one of those background characters that's Z tier. I love Principal Hightower.
Yes.
It's a nice quote though. If you want more, someone has to have less.
It is such an accurate quote, but at the same time, it's just so funny. It's if anyone else said it, it would not have been as funny. It's funny that it came from her. 100%.
It had to come
100%.
from her. Yeah, that delivery
Yeah.
sells it. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Actually, I probably think this might have been one of this is probably higher for this season, this episode.
And you want to know why? Because it went over, or at least it highlighted one of the OG characters and added another layer to that character. That's why.
Well, we got screen time with Julie, Myron, Nubia, even though I guess the gang, the crew.
Yeah.
Again, I like it when they use the ensemble. I I guess Oscar and them had the B plot with Snackland and
That
Bubba Wallace.
that didn't
I'm
really
telling
go
you,
anywhere.
Yeah, they
we
kind of
need-
dropped it. Yeah, they kind of dropped it.
We
Yeah.
need a Snackland show. Just Oscar working in his office. I don't even need the side character. I just want Oscar.
That's gonna get old real quick. Nah.
Doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
no.
They're gonna
Yeah.
at least have one viewer, and it's gonna be me. I'll be there to the end.
If the Oscar Proud Show got 100 viewers, I'm one of them. If the Oscar Proud Show got 10 viewers, I'm one of them. If Oscar Proud Show got 1 viewer, I'm the one. If Oscar Proud Show got 0 viewers, I must be dead.
Or I cancel my Disney subscription.
Oh goodness.
Oh man.
The season rounds off with another two-parter. Oh
Ugh,
gosh.
ugh.
What's this title? Hold up. Wild, Lost, and Free. Penny Proud, and Kareem. You know, if loving him is wrong, I don't want to be right.
Continuity.
So let's run away. They gonna run away.
Continuity.
What's the continuity? What's the issue?
We've tackled this already before.
Tell us when. When did we talk about this?
Season 2, right?
Season 2. Yep.
Toasty, don't.
did
don't-
it?
Yes, when Penny was acting a fool with her parents because of Kareem, she was texting him all day and being disrespectful,
Oh, yeah,
and she got sent to Sugar Mama's house.
Yeah, I remember. That's
And-
when Sugar Mama broke her arm and leg and everything. Yeah, you're
Yes,
right.
She
correct.
But she
she's-
was sneaking out. and hanging out with
Yes,
him. Yeah.
she taught her. She set her right. So to revisit this issue again and not add anything new to like, why is Penny acting like this again? Mind you, this is coming from an episode where she's tatered as a genius, right? This was the Whiz Kids episode. She's flying colors academically, and then here she's bombing classes because of hanging out with Kareem. I don't buy this.
If I remember correctly, wasn't Kareem also smart?
Kareem is also smart.
Yes!
Yes.
But wouldn't that make sense? Yeah, Kareem's smart.
I
He
just
plays the cello or something, right?
He's a celloist, yep.
yes. Kareem is just
He's
as
a band
intelligent.
nerd.
And he cares to study because he doesn't play sports. It
Yeah.
was in basketball love.
And my
And that previous episode, he mentioned that his parents were gonna beat him or punish him if he stayed out and kept messing around with her. So he's obviously smart enough and has good parents telling him to do his work. So yeah.
I don't know what happened here. Because you have prior episodes and prior seasons showcasing that Penny and Kareem can they can control themselves when they're around each other. You know that they're together, they're into each other, and that's it. That's where the buck ends. There's no they're obsessed or they're sneaking out at night or they're disobeying. There was none of that. And then all of a sudden, the closer is like, well, Kareem, oh man, we just gotta run away. We just gotta run away from this.
Plot line right there.
Tyler Perry plot line.
Back in the writer's room. It should have been me. God damn it.
It should have been me, not them. It's
Oh my
just
God.
I don't know. We've seen this before in a prior episode, and it was resolved in that episode. And
Yeah.
and this obsession, this unhealthy obsession where their relationship and academic life is suffering, is not tackled at all throughout the entire season. Not even in prior episodes outside of the Sugar Mama episode from season 2. This is not visited whatsoever. And then all of a sudden, I'm expected to believe, well, right now, right here, they're locked in. They're like magnets. They cannot separate from each other. I
You know
don't
what?
I don't buy it.
That makes me question then. Well, I want to know what they're gonna do next season. Is that's gonna be the entire plot for the entire next season then? Because
No,
that could
It's
be
no.
gonna
the
be
plot.
at least one episode.
It'll be
It's
at
gonna be
least
one episode.
yeah, like the way
One?
Toasty, if you remember how season 1 ended, it ended with the cliffhanger with Sugar Mama's family, and
Yeah.
and that was part 1, and then season 2 was the opening was part 2 to that episode. So
Yeah,
I
I
imagine
remember.
that's what they're gonna do here, but I don't
like
know.
that. I don't like when you do that personally.
Yes,
You did it once. You did
yeah,
it once. It's okay. I don't need to see it twice in a row.
right. I don't need it, and I don't like to see it at all like this twice in a row. You're right. But if you have to do it again, if you have to do it, make it something that A, we haven't seen before, or B, is engaging. And this is none of those. The Sugar Mama episode finale to season 1 made sense because we've never seen that side of Sugar Mama's family before. So when it ends like that, you're like, damn, like I want to know more about that side of the family. How was Sugar Mama raised on that ranch and the farm? And it makes you invested into wanting season 4. Here, I don't care to get excited for at least that first episode. That first episode, I'm gonna be clenching my teeth, like, oh god, let's just get through this.
I can already tell you how it's gonna start. It's gonna start off with them having a little bit of fun for nearly 30 seconds, and then they're gonna realize they have no money. They're broke. They're gonna be standing out in the rain, crying, and then like, we have to go back home. And that's really what the plot line is gonna be.
They're also gonna realize the fault in each other's characters. Like, you know, they say they're in love and they're in that lovey-dovey phase, but they're gonna start realizing there's some, once reality hits, there's some annoying parts of that person.
Here's the plot twist: they're going to break up, and that's gonna lead
and that could be
to
the
part
season
3.
arc.
That could be part 3, episode 2 of season 4.
You
Or it
want
could
this
just
to
be
be
the whole-
3 parts?
It could be the whole season
It
arc.
has to be 3 parts. It cannot be resolved in one episode. If it resolved in one episode, really what's gonna happen? They're gonna struggle for the first 5 to 10 minutes, and then they're gonna be forced to crawl back home. And then obviously there's gonna be either a tension in the relationship, like you mentioned, and they're gonna break up, and that's gonna be the plot line or the B plot throughout the entire season. Maybe the Native American kid from the season 2 is gonna return. That
I
would be
forgot
some
about
long
that
trend.
kid.
Again, because they keep introducing characters that they keep forgetting about.
I don't know if we'll see him again.
But again, that's something that could happen.
Mm.
Or maybe they're gonna end up in his place. Maybe they're running away to Sugar Mama's family ranch. That's something they could do. That could be some tension with the Native American kid. Or nothing's gonna happen and they're just gonna be happy-go-lucky again. One more thing. The only thing I'm excited about is that Oscar is gonna lose his shit at the beginning of the first episode of next season, and I can't wait.
And see, there were moments where I was actually getting excited to see how the plot was going to develop in this episode, because when Kareem and Penny were coming back to Penny's home, they saw police cars in the driveway, and they heard both of their parents being in there. This would have been like a volcanic eruption that I would have loved to have seen, of like the parents trying to see like who to blame. Is it Penny? Is she the bad influence? Is it Kareem? And then they say insulting things to each other. Like, that was a volatile mix that I would have loved to see. And instead, they just open the door. They see the parents and La Cienaga's mom and Maya's dad like make a frowny face, and then cut to school. They got an ankle bracelet. What? How do you skip that? That would have been like an amazing scene to like lay out and show how mad the parents are, and see how ugly they can get trying to blame the other person's kid. This was such a great opportunity to set this episode apart from Penny's relationship in that Sugar Mama episode. But put me in there.
The writers are not cooking. It's still raw.
I'm gonna say this because Dr. Jason and I talked a little bit about this. To what he's just said about that conversation and how great of a conversation that could have been, and how witty that dialogue could have been.
Yeah.
Take that out. Now we get some sight gags with them being electrocuted with the ankle bracelets when they get the ankle bracelets on for the next day at school. That's what you get in place. And it's fluff. It's ultimately fluff, you know. It's a
gag.
That's a quick laugh, you know. It's not a deep conversation. It doesn't show the witticism of the writing between dialogue. You know, you just laugh at the fact they're getting shocked. It's Looney Tunes. Looney Tunes
can be good. It's just
Looney Tunes can be good, but Looney Tunes has a balance of witty dialogue and sight gags, and what we got was, yeah, we did not get to see that conversation, and we just got the visual of them being shocked.
No, and just like Dr. Jason mentioned, it's because they're both smart characters. So them acting like this is a little bit out of character. It doesn't make sense. There's no build up throughout the season of something like that happening. It just kind of felt like they said, "Hey, let's have a Penny relationship issue because we want to tackle that." And I feel like maybe they could have done that with another character. Maybe. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
I
Like,
mean, there's just an issue overall with continuity because uh, these are subtle things that you can build up over time, even with an episodic series like this. You
yeah.
know, it doesn't have to be blatant over the head, but if Kareem and Penny are in an episode, maybe they have a moment where they're all over each other and everybody's like, "Can y'all not?" You know,
Right.
can you stop? Can please? But
Look, you see, one of the things they could have done is throughout the show, they could have dropped once in a while a line like, "Penny, you need to catch up on your homework. Penny, you've been slacking lately." It
yes,
doesn't have to be obvious. It can be in the
Little
middle of a random
comments. Little.
conversation. And then at the end, we're like, "Oh my god, I just get it why they kept mentioning it in the first 9 episodes. They were building it up to that. She's been failing all year." That's
yeah,
why I could have
exactly.
done it better.
No, exactly. Because again, I don't think this series is trying to break the mold and be an outright, season arc, an overarching season arc for anybody. I challenge them to do that because some of these things feel so isolated and so bubbled that it kind of ruins the setup of the episode and what they're trying to go for. Because yes, it will seem out of character. It will seem displaced when you run it next to the previous episode where Penny was in the Whiz Kid program. So I think a little bit of continuity would help.
I mean, hey, worst case scenario, we don't get a fourth season.
No. I need a fourth season.
We're
That's what I'm
getting
saying.
it.
We all seen the Acolyte. We saw what happened with the Acolyte. We were waiting for season 5. Like
We
Grandmaster
can't judge
wanted.
season 1 until we've seen all 20 seasons of The Acolyte.
The story wasn't done. Neither
Imagine
is
if
this
that's how it
story.
ended. I would lose my mind.
Penny and Kareem's story is not done. We need to see how it finishes out. If the setup here, not so great. They need to deliver now in this part 2. Like, they got to deliver.
Bigger twist. There's a time skip. The Proud Family, loudest and proudest.
You know?
You want them to Shippuden it? You want them to Boruto it?
Hey, Shippuden was amazing.
Not better than part 1.
Okay, fair.
Mm.
Fair.
But I challenge the writers to be daring. I challenge them to be daring. And also, remember what works. These writers are competent. They're not incompetent. There are gems sprinkled throughout this season.
Yes.
It's not like, we're not out here trying to just bash this season. Like, every episode has something that can be talked about. And if we're talking about it, I mean, it's worth talking about. Yeah. We did not talk about Kraven the Hunter. That movie was trash. There's nothing
seen that movie.
You haven't seen it?
It's not worth watching.
It's not worth watching.
Right. When did it come out?
It was December of 2023, I think. 23, I'm pretty
2024.
This past no, it wasn't last year.
No, 24.
Oh, wow.
I haven't seen that movie. Oh,
it was 24.
2 billion. Oh,
yes. You see the contrast? Like, we hated Kraven the Hunter, and we didn't like it. It was bad, and we're like, no, we're not covering this. This is terrible. Although, funny enough, we covered Venom 3 that same year.
Venom 3 was good.
Kraven was worse.
Craven was worse. I think with the Proud Family, this is all coming from a place of love because we love these characters. We love.
I have no love to give.
You love Oscar. Shut the hell up, Toasty.
Yeah,
shut the hell up.
I
want an Oscar show, bro.
I admire Oscar. I do not love.
Nah.
You've been glazing him. You said he deserves a spinoff.
Glazing like a donut. like a donut.
I don't like sugar.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean it's I don't know. I mean, what did you guys think overall of this season? Was it like just okay? Was it good? Did you think it was better than the prior seasons of Louder and Prouder? Louder and Prouder
Um,
specifically.
I would say that I love it enough that I wanted to continue. Um, it's rare nowadays that you have, I guess, an older show that does the writing better than the current. Well, it's not rare. The older shows, in my opinion, are better than a lot of newer show. And this is a show that even when it does badly or not as well as I want to, I don't want it to be gone. It's a
Mm.
nice show to have. So hopefully the writers um kick it up a gear, listen to that criticism. They're, that Uber Eat rating, 4 out of 5. You need to work better. Like, yeah. You guys, if you watch King of the Hill, you would understand my
Sure.
symbolic thing, but you guys obviously don't like quality shows.
That was in a clip before the season came out.
It is still an amazing show, but I actually watched it. But the point is, I just hope that they learn for the next season. I'm not sure if they already wrote the next season. I'm assuming they have an idea, at least for the first couple episodes. And the one criticism I will always say, if you're gonna tackle a issue, social, political, whatever it is, don't just skim over it. Either you do it properly, you cover everything, and you pull the layers like an onion, or you just don't. Leave it alone. If you're afraid to dig into the layers, why try? That's my opinion.
Mm, mm, mm.
It's fair. I mean, I'm similar as far as, well, I'll say this. Um, One, it's hard for me to judge these as seasons because, again, I feel they're so episodic that you can really just watch them in any order and it wouldn't really matter, nor could you really tell slash see I guess, any type of progression. Like with the original series, I said you can clearly see when Penny and La Cienega straight up hated each other, and per seasons you see them grow closer. That's not There's not anything really like that here. So I try not to judge these as seasons, but I will say of this batch that we were given here, comparatively, it is weaker than I think the first two that came out. Um, I think overall, maybe season two probably is my overall favorite, potentially. I don't really know off the top of my head. Um, but like you said as well, I love the Proud Family. I don't want to see it go. It has room for growth, and continuous growth. And obviously, they bring in these new writers and whatnot. I don't want to see new writers go away. I want to see them improve on the design. I want to see them get better. Um, the
Have a Hunger
formula's
Game time
there.
trial. They need to have a Hunger Game time trial. The weakest has to go. Every week they kick out the weakest.
Oh my god.
Make them compete against each other. There we go.
I'm not in the room to be able to say that's what needs to be done, but um, man, go back and just look at some of those older episodes. Man, the writing is sharp, it's witty. Um, like
You know what?
it,
One more thing.
huh?
I'm sorry. I will make that a requirement. If you ever work on those type of shows, you have to go back and watch the previous episodes of the earlier season, especially once it's a reboot, and you need to explain why each episode did something right or wrong. I would do that personally because that
Yeah,
would help
yeah.
them improve.
Honestly, kind of. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, like you guys said, the Proud this season, regardless of my gripes with it, it's never to the point where I'm like, oh man, this is just like the Acolyte. I don't want to see another season after this. I didn't want to see another season after Acolyte. Period.
I did.
Yo, I'm sure you did. I'm sure you did, Toasty. But with this, I'm like, no, keep going. Keep going. I don't want Proud Family to go away. I want them to make multiple seasons. And just keep getting better. I know they can get to the heights of OG Proud Family. I want to get those episodes where I can say, damn, this is just like fatherhood. This eats, this is cooking. And we have gotten there. I mean, I'll go back to that DrJaceAttorney episode. I still think it's the best episode in this season. It was really, really good. But yeah, it's just, you know, go back and see. And I know this is true because I watched like 2 or 3 episodes with Grandmaster, watching OG Proud Family like literally yesterday just to watch it for shits and giggles. And I kid you not, we were cracking laughter like every 10 seconds. Every 10 seconds.
You called me and you stopped talking just so you can listen to a joke.
It's the scene. It's the scene. No. I know what it was.
Yeah.
It was the La Cienega foot episode where she had the big feet, and it was the scene where I'm like, Toasty, I'm sorry, I gotta pause you. I gotta listen to this. And it's the one where Oscar's like, come on, La Cienega, come on, it'll be fine. Your feet can't be that big. And then she shows him, and you hear the horse noise. Whoa! Now what the what? Oh
Again,
my god!
A good scene because it was Oscar.
It's fine, Oscar. Yes,
It's a good scene because it's a good scene. It's just really
the horse,
Grandmaster,
just everything.
No,
everything.
Let me pause you right now, Grandmaster. Has there ever been a bad Oscar moment?
It's not about whether there's bad ones. It's
I
whether
rest my
or
case.
not it is.
Again, it's over.
It's whether or not there is a balance.
Wait,
And I
can
feel
you name one? Because you seem to be jumping around.
I'm talking.
You're a
just
good
louder and
politician.
prouder. I'm talking about louder and prouder in general. Louder and prouder in general.
Again, no bad Oscar moment.
Okay, there's no bad Oscar moment.
That's all I want.
Great, but it's not just Oscar that makes the show. It is the ensemble, and I need them to cater to this ensemble. Like your background, Toasty, that was a great ensemble episode because there was a lot of people involved in that episode who didn't necessarily need to be involved because that's a La Cienega gymnastic episode, I'm pretty sure.
Oh,
And
yeah, that's when she fell.
Right, and we got to see her parents interact with the Leibowitz Jenkins parents and the Proud parents and the crew. Like, that's what I love.
Oh, you know what I remember the most?
Ensemble to be used to the fullest in creative and funny ways. And if they hit home with the lesson, that's what I love. And I know they can do it.
But the best moment was Oscar with the kangaroo.
Oh my gosh. I don't know. I did rewatch that episode not too long ago, but I don't it's funny. Yes, Oscar has tuned
Look,
forks.
Look, it's okay. God. Grandmaster, it's okay. You just have to admit you like Oscar. You don't need to give a reasoning.
I like Oscar. I don't dislike Oscar.
I mean, you don't give me that feeling every time you say you like Oscar. It's like, I like Oscar, but
no, it's Oscar is one big cherry in the big cherry pie.
But there has to be a number one cherry.
No, you need multiple cherries. There's no one cherry in a cherry pie.
You can.
No, you can't make cherry pie with one cherry. No.
If the cherry is big enough, yeah.
No, there's how big, James, in the giant freaking peach. No.
It depends how big the pie is. It could be a small pie.
No.
It could be like a tart.
No.
You're looking at this too big.
That's a tart. That's not a pie.
A tart is a type of pie.
A tart is a tart.
You're twisting my word.
A tart is an
with your grammar.
You're filibustering.
Filibustering, confusing me.
A tart is a tart.
Using those words against me.
A tart is not a pie. It's the Proud Family. It's not the Oscar Proud show. Proud Family is to the extended family as well.
I guess.
That's what it is.
Let's agree that you're wrong and move on. Yes.
Fine. I'm wrong. There. You got it.
All right. Hey.
Perfect. Well, goodness. I think that wraps up our thoughts here on Proud Family, Louder and Prouder Season 3.
No ratings?
Huh?
No ratings?
I mean, what would you give it? This batch?
7 out of 10. Y'all got to work harder. Pump up those numbers. It's not because it's not good. It's because that gives you something to work toward.
Okay, Hank.
Work for the 8 next season. Make me proud.
Okay, Hank. I don't know the numbers. Like, it's a 7. They never reach the realm of like, oh man, I hate this episode. So I cannot give it anything lower than a 7. Every episode was good. It was just a matter of like, you know, can they be better? Which I know they can. I know they can. So yeah, it's on the bottom compared to seasons 1 and 2 for me.
One more thing I forgot to ask you guys. You guys do this way better than me. Do we know if the same writers from the earlier season were also involved in this, or did they switch cast a little bit?
I mean, they have a lot of different writers, but
I'm talking about like, you know, the one in charge, because you know it's been 2 years. It's possible that some of the people from earlier season have moved on and no longer visible. Because I know you guys do your research on that, and I don't.
Well, I can't speak for the writers. I know some of the animators that were from season 1 and 2, they have moved on to other projects. So it's, with that said, it's possible the same could be said for the writers. There's probably some writers that jumped around. I personally don't know. I always just look for Calvin's name in the credits. I'm like, oh, did Calvin write this one? But and I think he did write one episode this season. Or?
He did part 2 of The Spy.
Of The Spy. Okay.
Yeah. The Proud Family verse. Yeah.
But he is listed as like a co-editor on the story.
Story editor. Yeah.
Story editor for I think every episode.
Every episode.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So I don't know. We'll see who's on board for next season. We'll see. We keep telling put us in there. Put us in there. We can cook. We want to perfect the Proud Family.
I'm telling you, the best way to run it is just like the Hunger Game. You have to take out the weakest link. Every week.
Jesus Christ.
Make them sweat.
They gotta do all that. I think they just need to. I don't believe in test audiences, but maybe they need it.
No, I don't believe in test audience. Test audience do not work.
I don't believe in test audience for movies, but
no, even for shows, a lot of people that test their test audience tend to say stuff that it doesn't make sense, and they would get too many conflicting opinion, especially about a show like this. This show's tackle too many social issues that if they were to get into a test audience, they're either gonna get a test audience that's only on one side, and it's not gonna actually work well.
When I say test audience, I am specifically talking about me. Let me watch the episode and let me critique.
What? You have to put Marvel in there, guys.
It doesn't. That's not what. No. let me watch it.
Put the Steve Harvey credit card episode. Put Steve Harvey smashing in from the building on top of Penny and Kareem to save them from running away. That's an episode. That's an episode.
You know, that could be something. If the Steve Harvey credit card makes its triumphant return, that would be something. That would be incredible.
If they want us to show us previews, if they want to show us previews of episodes, by all means. If
I were to see previews, the only thing I would say is I hope they're ready to cry, because I would criticize everything. I would have a red marker. Like those teachers in high school where your entire papers are red completely.
Oh, you would turn on your teacher mode.
Yeah.
No Oscar. That's all the red. That's all the red is gonna be.
You sound like an exec who's fixated on Oscar.
And I shred it on top of my desk and be like, and I shred the script. Go back into the basement. Keep writing.
You watch an episode like the brown paper bag test, and you're like, great lesson. Where's Oscar?
Exactly. Where's my Oscar?
He's the executive that when they show like the merchandise lineup for like the entire Proud Family set, and you have like toys and everything of like all like the kids, and You're like,
Think about it.
It's that oh my god, that something Bateman from American Psycho. He's like, nice. Now let's see the Oscar Proud plushie. And they're like, what the hell? No one wants a plushie of a grown ass man. Ah!
All I'm saying is you can't have Pokemon without Pikachu. Oscar is the mascot.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
There it is.
Sure.
Oh.
Yeah, I wouldn't give it lower than a 7, but I wouldn't give it higher. 7 is still passing, just
Still good.
room for improvement.
Still good.
Yeah.
But all right. I think that wraps up our thoughts here on the Proud Family, Louder and Prouder Season 3. Here's to already. And I mean, hey, here's to Season 4. Best of luck in Season 4, and I hope it can. Oh God, that first episode's gonna be painful to watch.
It's gonna come out in the spring. That's when it's gonna come out. So we're gonna be right there.
Right. It might. So we'll see how that goes. Thank you everyone in the chat that stopped by to say hello. If you watched us live on TikTok or YouTube, tune in like a week or so when we get to talk with Calvin, the co-executive producer on the Proud Family. He'll give us some insights to just how Season 3's production has been, and maybe he'll give us some clues as to what Season 4 might be like. So tune in for that live when we keep you posted on what date that's going to be. But with that, everyone, I am your Yonko host, Dr. Jace Attorney, fellow Yonko, Grandmaster Hoop, and Supernova Toasty. I want to see it get close to me. Close to me.
No.
He's doing the LPDC.
LPDZ. Look at our babies.
Dude, that's your daughter? She's a hottie.
What? What'd you say? Whoa, now.
Classic.